Well, hello, everybody. This is TexAgs Rewind. We've got the fan show friends here, Matt, the Blue Blocker, and also Roy May here. Hello, friends.
Howdy.
Everybody needs a nickname.
Howdy, May.
What would be your nickname?
Oh, I have moron. I don't know, idiot. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm
Roy
gonna let
boy. I was twig in high school because I was tall.
What did the drill sergeant call you?
Well, we don't put that on air.
Have you ever had a nickname?
Not really, no.
No, the
It's
Blue
Roy
Blocker.
boy. I don't know.
The Ice Cuban. All right,
And
so
next year.
The Ice
Next year.
Cuban.
the Ice Cuban next year, Nuno. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today on the program we had the fan show guys. And by the way, I haven't given you props on your hat. Awesome hat, great timing of it.
I bought this and we won. So this is the new hat.
We, meaning the Astros, for all you Ranger fans watching. All right, episode
Go Rangers.
29. Oh yeah, you're the one.
I'm the one.
The
It's all
fan
right.
show was here. They were pretty good. It was a little off the rails, as Matt would say. A little off the rails.
Just because it was off the rails does not make it bad.
The best part of the show, I forgot what we were talking about, but I said, but this, and then Matt just did this in his chair.
Oh, I did.
What was it that I brought up? That just
Something about us always scoring 28 points all year. That you hit me that, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's right.
you're right about
That's
that.
when Positive Kelly went
Yeah,
negative.
but you know what? Steve McGee, right?
He's also a little negative sometimes. Too.
Yeah, but he's smarter than we are.
Oh, much more. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
guy knows
And more
football.
handsome, smarter, all that good stuff.
Being smarter than me is not an accomplishment.
Well, hold on. I just said smarter.
Well, I threw in my part. QB1 was on the show, Stephen McGee. We had the fan show guys, as I've already told you. I don't know why I'm telling you again. Aaron Torres, he was really good. And we had Olin Buchanan, who is a Texas A&M TexAgs consultant. Is that what he is to the show?
Mm-hmm.
He's a Texas media legend.
Legend.
On that note.
Not everybody.
You're
can
the
be-
blue blocker.
Not everybody can be varsity blues, guys.
Let's check it out. Auburn on the year, averaging 181 yards rushing a game. So 100 yards more. And A&M's rush defense, which was bad in the beginning of the year, is worse now.
Yeah, 144 from Mississippi State, by the way.
That's a lot for them. So the only reason I bring it up is if there is a way that Auburn is going to beat you, there it is.
Yeah, and Auburn does. They rush the passer really well. Got Derek Hall, I think his name is, 7 sacks. They have another kid, Kobe Wooden, with 5. So, they can get to the pass rusher. And with A&M's issues in protection and the insistence on quite often keeping the quarterback in the pocket. Last week they started rolling him out a little bit, but then went back to, hey, let's just keep in the pocket and let's make him a sitting target instead of a moving target. And it just doesn't make sense. But a lot of things A&M has done this year just doesn't make sense.
If Auburn rushes for just, and I say the word just
200?
Just for 200, does A&M win?
I think they have a great chance to win if they rush for just 200.
Robbie Ashford throws for 120. I'll throw that
Yeah,
in.
you got to keep. You can't let Robbie Ashford go off passing the ball. Now they don't have great receivers, but neither did Florida.
Right.
And now maybe Jalen Jones. I think Jalen Jones is a real key to the A&M defense. I saw him against. What game did he get hurt in right away? Was it South Carolina? I think it might have been South Carolina, and you saw the difference when he was out.
Yep.
And he got the targeting call last week. I don't know if it would have made a difference or not, but I would have rather had him out there. So he'll be out there because the targeting occurred in the first half. I think they got to keep him out there.
Yeah, he's a big difference. But I think you can and should win this game. And it's hard to say that when I've said that every week. Not every week.
Auburn's also on a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, they are. But they're at
they
home.
probably looked better.
They've looked better recently, and
They're playing for Cadillac.
yep, Cadillac Williams.
Connor's the hope for the future of this program. It's sad to say that you have to put everything on one person at this point, but you guys know that I'm big on Connor. I think he's the best that we've had through one game. Here's the beautiful thing about it. He's got to go out there and do it. He's only done it one time. So, yeah, the most important thing is that he's able to do it against Auburn and show that it wasn't a one-hit wonder. I think I've seen enough, though, to know that what he's shown is repeatable success. It's not a hope and a prayer type plays. What he showed was the skill set that we all saw coming out of high school, the quick release. He doesn't hesitate. He's an aggressive decision maker. He gets the ball out of his hand. He has a strong arm. The ball spins. It jumps out of his hand. There's just a difference. He can anticipate throws at 18. Like, there are so many things that he brings to the table that are so unique and rare. So for the future of Texas A&M football, it is vital that Connor, look, as an Aggie fan right now, the one thing I'm looking forward to on Saturday is to watch Connor play, right? I mean, that is, and we got to keep this guy on campus.
Well, this is why I think this is a crucial game because, listen, the Texas Tech loss, okay, whatever, Alabama, whatever, no Quinn Ewers. And I do think you can be graded on a little bit of a curve without your starting quarterback, right? Alabama or Texas A&M was last year when Haynes King went down. I bring it up because you lose that game to Oklahoma State when you had a big lead in the first half and into the third quarter. And then last week, Europe, I think it was 31-7, and you win 34-27 against Kansas State. And so I do think this is a big one, right? Like, I think if they go into halftime and they're up 21-10 and they lose to TCU, which is a second half team, then I do think it speaks poorly to Steve Sarkisian. Steve Sarkisian, great recruiter, great play caller, great quarterback developer. You talked about halftime adjustments with A&M. Steve Sarkisian has not proven an ability to be very good in that department as well. So I think this is an important one. If you lose, it's not the end of the world, but it's how you lose. That's what's going to be interesting to me. One, obviously, if they win, it's a great win. But two, it's if you lose, how does it look? Because if you get the big lead early when you're on script and then you can't manage off script, that's going to be a bad look, and I think it's going to raise a lot of questions in Austin going forward.
If we use this year as the barometer for what kind of coach, for a career that does include a national championship, if you want to say it was because of Jameis Winston, okay, well then Bill Belichick had Tom Brady. I don't know. I'm not putting Jimbo in that same category. What I'm saying is I am not using his worst year, just like your worst day as a dad or as a husband or as an employee at TexAgs, as I'm going to look at the entire story. And this entire story, this guy has never had a losing season in his career. This year might be.
Well, and you know what, though? Let's all remember, currently he still doesn't.
Yeah. So, okay, here's what I would say. Here would be my response to that.
It's a bad year.
Yeah. In the old
awful.
days.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Bad doesn't subscribe.
Guess who had a couple? Bear Bryant had a couple losing seasons here. I know that.
He did.
Tom Landry had a lot of losing seasons. Greg Popovich, right now, who's one of the greatest basketball coaches,
Started losing, right?
He's
losing now.
Yeah, he's losing now. All right. So the fact of the matter is that it's sometimes you got to give people time, and I think we can all see that Jimbo has qualities that are outstanding. He's a phenomenal recruiter. He is actually a really good motivator. We all kind of agree that there's some changes that need to be made, and some we got to change some things. But the fact, look, good coaches don't just turn terrible overnight. I mean, ask this same guy if he would have loved to seen Jimbo back then go to LSU like we all thought. We were all praying he wouldn't.
Right.
I mean, so that it's you're based off of one bad season, but with the amount of talent that's there, and if you make the right changes, this could be turned around.
After me.
Absolutely turned around.
Well, I just got a quick analogy. That's why I want to hop in front. And I know that relative to where he's at in his career, it's not, apples to apples. But, man, how many bad years did Dusty Baker have as a manager?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Guess who is currently the reigning World Series manager? Dusty freaking Baker.
Yeah. Yep.
So you can't define Dusty Baker's career playing or as a manager by some bad years. You just can't. Mm-hmm. So, again, you can pinpoint, look at this year's bad, and we're all admitting to it. It's bad. It's bad. I get it. Mm. But, again, just like you're saying, one bad mark doesn't make you a bad employee.
And here's one more. Ed Ogeron. Ed Ogeron was a middle-of-the-road, mediocre football coach for his entire career. All right? He was a player's coach. I get it, all that. But he made some good hires, and things changed.
So Ed Ogeron is really the photo negative.
I have nothing new to add.
Well, look, just because you're a legend doesn't mean you're a legend for a good reason. I think OB would take on being a legend as a villain as well.
OB does.
Infamous.
The difference between famous
he's so
and
famous.
Infamous.
He's so famous, he's infamous.
Three
right.
Amigos. Watched that the other day.
Are we YouTube famous? Why did you look over there? You're
I
asking
hope
for
not.
approval?
I hope not. But hey, like, share, subscribe, and comment. See you next week.
What's the one rule on social media? Every day somebody gets famous, don't be that guy.
Don't be that
Don't
guy.
be that guy.
By the way, we're done. I would love to have your little Shooter McGavin thing as a GIF. That would be awesome.
Oh, that would be good.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Yeah,
Thank you.